Welcome back, everyone, to my continued quest. And I am entering the fourth dungeon here. Um, Not too much of a difficulty, but I did learn an important lesson from this dungeon. Well, it's not really a new lesson. It's something that is in every Zelda game, and if you've ever played any kind of Zelda game, you would know this as well. Uh, I had a very difficult time with the final boss, which you will see here in a little bit as I progress through the maze, or not the maze, the dungeon here. It is important to have the candle for this dungeon. And what I learned was that all the items that you need to defeat a dungeon, you just can't go from dungeon to dungeon and not explore the world. And that's what makes, in my opinion, the Zelda games special. Probably a lot of um, RPG games are that way, but I think that's what captured my uh, excitement and imagination when I was a kid when I first started playing this game. I know that was certainly the case with Breath of the Wild, which I was the first Zelda game that I played to its completion, and you could almost explore that world forever. I remember when I first defeated Breath of the Wild, or completed it, not really defeated, but completed it. It was almost like, you is this over? But what I did then was I actually restarted the game and played it a second time because it's just a lot of fun to explore those worlds, and you can find so many unique things, do things different ways, and so yeah, that's not the lesson. I want to, like I said, I didn't say I would say I learned it, but I was able to remember that. And so as I progress through here, you can see me going back and forth, uh, trying to find my way through this maze. And of course, to defeat the maze, or I keep saying maze, I mean dungeon, to defeat the dungeons, you have to uh, kill the big boss. And that's where I had the most difficulty. Um, this guy is not the big boss. He's similar to, and this time I was lucky enough, as you see there, to take care of him with one bomb. But no, here I am trying to see if any of these blocks move, but they don't. I just have to go right through to the next room. And Mr. Wisdom walk into the waterfall. Yeah, which I will do later on in the game. So let's see. Do I have a key? Yes, I have a key. And I got through. Need the lamp once again, but there's another key. And there just seems to be bats. But as you can see from my inventory screen, I've already picked up the item that was the special item, which is the ladder here, which sort of doesn't make sense. It's more of like a small bridge than a ladder because I guess the limitations of a 8-bit game, they can't really show the up and down, but more like the left and right. So that's what's going on here. So I've already got that. And yeah, you have to keep that candle handy. And this room I could not get past without getting hurt. But then there is a way to get past this room completely to bypass it later on, and that's the room that I was kept using to get through to get to the main guy. These little mechanized things that are, motion activated, if you want to say, most definitely motion activated. But I guess my skills are not what they used to be, and I keep getting hit by them. So just run straight. Yep. Okay, so this room, once again, has 5 of these. I don't know what to call them. They're not rabbits, but they hop around like rabbits. So these demonic rabbits, if you want to call them. And so after you get through this room, you get to the big guy. And yeah, they turn into blue rabbits, turn into red bats. Well, it's one way to add some color to the game, that's for sure. Okay, just need to, yeah, because you cannot push the block there on the left until you defeat all the demonic rabbits in the room here. So this block. Okay, so now I'm going into the big guy because I had to stop there and get some courage. Okay, here I am, two-headed dragon again. I figured I'd use my bow and arrow um, to no effect. Nope. So I have to get in close and hack away at him. And this is where I quickly die, as you will see here in just a second. There you go. Okay. So here I am again, second attempt. And what happens? Well, I don't have much life, as you can see. So this is going to be over quick. All right. So then this is when I realized I must explore the world to try and get more things. Now here's another attempt. Okay. And even though I have more hearts than before, let's see. Well, it just isn't going to happen with this guy. Um, I don't know how many hits to give him. And it's not just about the hearts is one of the reasons why I'm not defeating him right now. Um, it also has to do with, as you'll see in a minute or so, another thing that I don't have that I should have gotten updated. And yeah, that's the whole thing. I can't just move from dungeon to dungeon. I must explore the world because there are many weapons and heart containers out there that are beneficial to me in this time. So that's three attempts. And here I am exploring the world to get my heart containers. So there's one. And how did I find the locations? Well, of course, I use the trusty old internet and looked for maps that showed where all these items were. So thank you to the internet. And I'll leave links below to some of these websites that were very useful and helpful to me in case any of you wish to do your own Zelda quest someday. All right, that's number two. Okay, go off my raft. And this is heart number three. Now, whenever I'm given a choice here, I always take the heart container because, in my opinion, the heart container lasts longer than the red potion. I know the red potion would refill your hearts, but this helps me keep more heart containers. And once the red bottle's empty, it's probably empty forever. Okay, so this is heart container number four. Coming up here. Okay, right in this rock in the middle of nowhere. And of course, the one I want is, again, the heart container. Okay, so now the next item I'm going after is, as some of you may already know from this path, to get past this blue horse, I guess horse demon man, and go right in there. And there we are, an upgraded sword. Yes, it's not the highest sword from what I understand, but it is an upgrade to the sword that I have. So now that that is here, here I go again. Back to the dungeon, refilled all my hearts at a fairy fountain, and now it's time to go after the big guy once again. Okay, so how does this turn out? All right, knock the one head off. Okay, even though I'm so well equipped now, that's what happened. Okay, just keep going back. That's all you can do with these things. Just keep going back until you finally get it. Okay, so keep hacking away at them. Try to avoid those fireballs. Okay, once you get one head off, there goes one head. All right. Okay, and boom, just like that, I was surprised. I didn't know what happened. He died. I was almost dead myself. And this is it. This is the reward. And now I have finished, and I am happy that I'm finished with dungeon number 4. And now it's on to dungeon number 5. Once again, thank you all for joining.